go for the last chip in the Dorito bag and suddenly say, whoa, there should have been more chips in here.
Hell yeah, brother.
From Doritos to Oreos to even toilet paper. These big corporations are shrinking how much they give us, but they're charging the same amount or sometimes even more.
Yes, Demon, that's a byproduct of inflation, aka endless money printing and government squandering. Maybe if you let us drill for oil in America instead of buying it from Venezuela, it wouldn't cost twice as much to procure the raw materials, ship them to the factory, make them, and then ship them out to us. If it costs twice as much to get the chips to you, who's gonna pay for that?
It's called shrinkflation.
You're called crustacean.
Corporate executives thought we wouldn't notice, but they're wrong. We noticed. Now, the corporations come back crying, oh, it's all because of inflation.
Yes, and energy costs, you literal demon.
Really?
Yes!
Then explain this. How is it that corporate profits have increased by 75% over the past few years?
Whose profits? How many years is a few? God, this insufferable librarian serpent. An increase in corporate profits can be attributed to a lot of different things. Layoffs, acquisitions, cost of raw materials, increased efficiency, stock buybacks, scaling.
They are outrunning inflation by miles.
Yeah, because they have to or they'd be out of business. And it's getting a lot harder thanks to serpents like you.
We're not fooled. These giant corporations are inflating their profits and leaving us with the crumbs. Literally.
At the beginning of the video, you mentioned Doritos. Who owns Doritos? Frito-Lay. Who owns Frito-Lay? PepsiCo. PepsiCo is a global company, and only 30% of their revenue comes from PepsiCo North America. Even if you fix this problem, which you won't and you can't, it's less than a third of their business. And what percentage of that revenue can be attributed to this shrinkflation? How much more money did they spend on fuel this year?
It's time to crack down on corporate greedflation.
A pretty significant chunk of PepsiCo's revenue comes from the U.S. government directly in the form of SNAP benefits, aka food stamps. The largest percentage of anything SNAP benefits is spent on is sweetened beverages. You know who sells sweetened beverages? Pepsi. They also sell a multitude of snack items. We're talking somewhere in the ballpark of $150 million a year from you people. PepsiCo spends $4 million a year lobbying the U.S. government. Why would they do that every single year if they weren't able to curry favor and get benefits from you, serpent? That $4 million of annual lobbying money is spent so that your serpent friends can create favorable conditions for them to make more money.
I'm fed up. No pun intended.
No, you're not, fake serpent mothball crustacean deep.